Hi everyone, welcome back at Charlotte from at Charlotte's House. I thought today, it's a quiet house, I might take you around and show you a little bit of our new rental. It is not completely done, it is a rental, so obviously there are certain things that are off the table, but I have been able to use a few tricks and removable things to make it look a little bit more personal, and I thought you might like to see. Let's go. The biggest difference between this house and our old house is that these are more standard ceilings. The ceilings at the old house were so tall and grand, so that took me just a second to get used to. The light feels different, but it's still been a great little house for us so far. I had to paint the walls in here white. We had the landlord's approval, obviously, and what I noticed right away is that white walls made not only my colorful furniture stand out a lot more, but they just made the space feel more updated, a little bit less gloomy and dreary. And as you can see, we have amazing light. We look out over a pond. I think probably we'll have some mosquitoes to contend with in the summer, but for the rest of the year, it is just beautiful. And it means that this room does get a lot of really natural light, which is always a good thing. Another great thing about this house is that all of our furniture from the old house kind of fits just the way it was. So this is a very similar family room furniture arrangement. We use the same blue couches, the same coffee table, and it made it feel much more lived in right away because I didn't have to find new pieces of furniture. I have my globes on display. There aren't as many bookshelves and places to store things like that. So I've tried to use some shelves here and there just to add a little bit of decorative items, but nothing too crazy so it doesn't feel cluttered. The color scheme in here is pretty similar to how we had it in the old house. I love the pink legs on our kitchen table. I brought in a little bit more pink and blue, so I was able to repaint that mirror. I repainted this little cabinet or set of drawers right there. Again, trying to bring in storage where I can. These bookshelves used to be in my son's room, so we put them on end, and those IKEA bins provide really, really good storage. And then above the bookshelves, I knew I wanted something, but nothing too fussy. I literally grabbed all of the glass bell jars I could find, and these are all faux succulents and faux air plants, and I love this simple solution. It brings in a little bit of greenery, and it really is a nice way to display a little bit of decor up there without, again, feeling cluttered or fussy. This is our little office space, and this is how it typically looks. Oh, file cabinet is open, I'll push that in. But I put up that removable mural from Minted, and it is such a fun little pop of color. My husband sits there and does work when he's working from home. I think when I took photographs for the blog, I might have moved the printer, but that's where the printer lives, and it fits two people. And then the other part of this space, which I love, is this corkboard. And what's nice about it is that it's just floating up there. So I was able to use sort of mirror clips, and I built the cork on pieces of plywood, or I guess I used underlayment, so it's much lighter. So it means that when we move out, that whole thing can come off the wall, and all I have to do is patch those few really small holes. So that's been a really great solution for us to display the kids' artwork without feeling like we are ruining the wall by adhering cork to it. Another view of that mural, I love it. I mean, it is so bright and sunny, the camera can hardly adjust. I don't have a place to display my rainbow glass in this house, but we did buy this little simple storage piece from IKEA. I can put some of our dishes and whatnot underneath, but I had to bring out my rainbow glass just because having a little color back here makes me happy. I think if I owned the house, I would probably paint this brick, which I know people feel is really controversial. I love the look of this brick. Oh, you can see all the junk that's hiding in there. I find that white brick often looks a little bit more modern, so that's just food for thought. It's not awful, and thankfully we don't own the house, so it's not my decision. Okay, let's go into the living room. The living room, dining room is a really fun space. And again, this is my existing living room furniture from the old house. I actually bought that white coffee table on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or something. It's a Jonathan Adler, I believe. So I was able to bring that in. I think the white is a really nice touch. And then we have our same dining room table. I'd love to recover those chairs. Now that we don't have a rug under them, that maroon color doesn't really relate to anything. So I think that will be an upcoming project. But that you saw in the old house. And then right off of the living room is what we're using as a playroom, but it's a really lovely sort of sunroom. These doors open up. There's a step down right there. And I just finished adding wallpaper to this back wall, which makes such a difference. I also swapped out the sconce for something a little bit more modern. And I have plans for this wall. You can't tell because it's so bright, but it's that same sort of muted gray color that was in the family room, and it reads really green to me on camera, which I'm not a fan of. So I think having all of these rooms be that same off-white will really increase the sort of flow of the space, but that is something that I need to work on. We didn't want to replace the couch. That came from our old house. But again, the wallpaper works with the couch just fine. Those are IKEA storage units and IKEA little green bins. So this space is really coming together nicely. And then let me slowly swivel you around. Oh, you can see the dog crate hiding behind the green couch. He goes in there at night. And then this end of the space is really lush and fun. I keep saying that now that we're sort of into warmer weather here in Connecticut, that I could bring some of those plants outside. So that might happen once we set up the patio. But for the winter, they did pretty well right there. In this house, Arthur and Louisa are sharing a room. So you can see Louisa has her little dream tent there. I take that down when I photograph, just, I don't know. And then Arthur's down below. We were able to bring in their dress-up dresser, which I made for the old house. It's just an IKEA pack storage system, but it's a really nice way to keep their dress-ups sort of organized, and they still use that all the time. This room, I think, was used as an office by the previous tenants, and there's a lot of nice closet space. We just have sort of puzzles and toys in one side, and then, I don't know, I think more toys in the other. But I hung some curtains in front of this little nook. There's a mobile in there. You can see I put some of these cute felt animal heads. And I don't think the kids ever really sit up in that window, but it's just a nice way to add a little bit of interest to that storage area. That seat lifts up, so we have some extra cushions in there. But again, it's just a nice way to give a little bit of a focal point to that window seat. And then they have their table and chairs. We had this in the old house. That's just an old table I found at the Restore. I painted it and then put some copper or rose gold sort of shelf paper on top. So they sit here. You can see they're in the middle of playing something. Over here is Louisa's dollhouse. They have all things set up. And then they have their closet. So it's a nice little space for them. Now I'm standing in the master bedroom, and the only area that I have sort of paid attention to in here is that headboard wall. We got a new headboard when we moved into this house. The wall color in here is not white, but I'm not gonna bother painting in here. But I did want to bring in a little color, so that headboard, I love the shape of it. I got it from my friends at Raymore and Flanagan, and then I worked with Framebridge, and I had never worked with them before. These are prints that I got at the flea market, and actually they're not prints, they're costume sketches that an artist did for Broadway shows, and they're on cardboard. You can see here that it has a little bit of fabric stapled to the piece, and so Framebridge was able to frame those in such a way that you can really see the edges and it captures the character. I need to put some little rubber dots behind these so that they don't shift, but this is a fine little space. I mounted those lights on either side of the bed. We don't have room for really big nightstands, and so having the lights mounted to the wall made a huge difference. And again, because they are plug-in, all I needed was 2 tiny little screws to mount them, and that's an easy thing to patch and fill when we leave. This is the bench we had in our old bedroom. It's not perfect in here. It's a little big, it's a little bright, but honestly, I love it, and we don't have room to store it, so it's just gonna sit here for now. And then the rest of the master is a little bit higgledy-piggledy. We just have a couple dressers that we use, but this is really the only part that I've done much. I'm afraid I can't show you my office, which is down this hall, because that is an upcoming project with frog tape, but you'll have to come back and see the reveal, and I can show it to you in a few weeks. Let's head up to the kids' bedrooms, which are upstairs. Oh, I have my purple ombre dresser sitting there. It's a perfect little nook for it. That dresser right there is where I have all my cloth napkins, I think maybe some tablecloths. That was that DIY artwork I made for the old house. So a lot of things are really working well in here. I didn't bother painting the staircase walls, so again, you'll notice how different the colors look. But I was able to hang some of my maps up here. They make me super happy, and it's nice because they're so big. It was sort of the only wall that they would fit. Let's keep going up. We have laundry upstairs. I was able to hang some of my industrial 7s. This is real life, folks. My daughter had her 10th birthday a while ago, but she really refuses to pick up the streamers that we made. So this is her sweet room. I definitely have plans for this space, but my daughter has sort of gravitated towards a bit of a purple theme. She's very excited for a Girl Scout outing, so she's already packed. But I let her add some butterflies in here, and I'll come in close so you can see. I have a post on this. These butterflies are under $10 from Amazon. You see how simple they are? They're just sweet little 3-dimensional things that you can stick there. So that door, we do have a little bit of an attic. So that door is attic access. We've had that E for a long time. I got it from the flea market. She has a beautiful little bay window that looks out over the pond. I'd like to get her a slightly different desk. This is an old desk that we painted in the old house, and it's fine. It feels a little small for the space. That couch pulls out, so when she has sleepovers, her friends can stay there. She makes her bed every morning. I'm so proud of her. So she's made her bed. So her room is cute. We haven't done too much. She did want to have it painted before we moved in, so she chose a blue. It's probably not a color I would choose, but it works fine in here, and she's into it. That's another project we did, that dresser. Dresser works well. And then let's go next door to her brother's room. Okay, this is Oliver's room, and yes, that is a Pop-A-Shot machine. We had that in the barn of the old house, and we measured carefully, and it fits in his room. And I have to say, it's crazy looking, but it's such a great place for him to go to when he just has a little extra energy. The rest of his space is really sweet. I hung his Legos right next to his desk. And then he has a bookshelf. I had to organize it a little bit for a photo shoot I did. And there's way too much stuff in there now, but it's not too bad. These were the twin beds that were in our old guest room, so they work nicely down here. This current house doesn't have a guest room, so it's nice to have a couple extra beds when people come to stay. The kids can share a room, and then the adults can have their own space. I just hung those lights over his bed, and I'm using my friend Brooke's hack. Do you see that that's just an LED puck light right there? It means you don't have to hardwire the lights. The remote control, I didn't realize it was sold separately, so that should be here tomorrow. Those duvet covers are from IKEA, and I love them. But yeah, this rug was in the old guest room, and I just added a couple things. Obviously the football pillowcases were new. I tried to bring in a couple new things to all the kids' rooms just so that they would be excited about this new house. And so far they really enjoy their rooms. Here's another view of the Papa Shot. Makes taking pictures in here a little bit challenging, but that's all right. He has a bay window like Eleanor's. He's used it to sort of display some of his little things. And under his Papa Shot, what is actually, I could never photograph it, but it is so cute. We've set it up sort of like a little reading nook. So a lot of the blankets end up there. A couple of these sort of puffs, a light. You can see he's put his books there. Another light on that side. So a lot of times I'll come in here and 2 or 3 of the kids will be tucked under their reading, which is adorable. Here's another view. These rooms up here get really nice light. I love them. And then right next door is his sister Martha's room. So this is just a headboard I've hung on the wall. This used to be in Eleanor's room. We did not paint Martha's room, and it's a little bit of an off-white. It's much creamier than the white that I would choose. You probably aren't gonna see it on camera, but I don't know, it's a little tricky to photograph. I haven't really done too much in here either. That is the daybed that I made that used to be in our guest room, and it fits perfectly in the little nook. Now that we are getting into later daylight hours, the next thing on my project list are to make 2 sort of custom little Roman shades for her windows. I can't do curtains because it just would be excess material. I think it would get fussy behind the bed and behind her little nightstand. But 2 Roman shades should do the trick. I am not going to show you in there, but that is a little clubhouse fort area that is a disaster, but they love it. This little love seat was in the girls' shared room in the old house. So again, we haven't bought really any new furniture. We were able to make a lot of it work. We did have to sell quite a bit, and then we have some of my favorite pieces in the garage that just didn't quite fit, but I didn't want to part with, because one day hopefully we'll be in a house that we can buy. It'll be a little bigger with the guest room, so I didn't want to get rid of everything. And she has a little closet, so you've sort of seen it all. I do love the colors in her space, so I can't wait to bring in another layer of curtains. That'll be really nice. And then I will show you the pink bathroom up here. I'm sort of into it. But that little table I made for the guest room bathroom. And obviously I'm not gonna do anything in here, but I sort of like the pink. I got a pink doormat, that was it, or bath mat. But here, I'll give you another view of the staircase. Coming down into the family room. I definitely have a few more projects in mind that are all kind of rental friendly. But for now, I've done sort of the big things like painting, and again, having all of our furniture fit so nicely was such a bonus. So that's our current house tour. There is definitely more work to be done, but I'm excited about the progress we've made so far, and I am really happy that I could show you kind of how it looks now. So hopefully in a few months I can hop on and show you the same spaces again, and you can just see some of the small updates that we've made. We definitely have done quite a bit already. I think for us, because we were not moving under the happiest terms, I was really eager to make this house feel like a home really fast, and so it meant that I was sort of on hyperdrive for the first month or 2, just making sure I hung things on the wall and got everything settled. And now I'm really happy with how kind of comfortable and lived in it feels, and I think it was worth it for everyone. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.